Now this, to me, is completely unique from anything in the entire show, Victoria, and from $99 all the way down to $79. And this is available for you at under $20 on your charge card. I'm gonna grab a watch that we're gonna be doing coming up next hour too, because I just took my timepiece off. But tell us about this one.
You know, this piece reminds me of that very romantic, this is what an updated vintage, updated romantic pieces look like. This has that period, you know, that very Art Deco period look. So in the center, we're gonna start with the center. I'm gonna use your finger here. You have a perfectly cut, you know, stone in the middle, and then we have a halo that's, you may not be able to see the halo, but the halo here is all done with baguettes, and then, you know, on the corners, it's really amazingly done. And in the Art Deco era, it didn't matter how, you know, well off you were. A lot of times these stones didn't, you know, they didn't have the technology to cut it that way. So they were not that big. So they try to find different ways to make it look bigger. So we've done that in the center here. When you see it up close, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about in the center. And then on the side, you have just this beautiful, almost like a crocheted look of this, almost like this is all been crocheted. Very open, very romantic, hopeful, light, and yet it's a substantial piece of jewelry. I love these pieces where that really, you know, gives you that refinement and also a little bit of that history of jewelry. And beautiful. It's easy to wear, too. It is. Very easy to wear. It's just really easy on your hand.
Well, the lengthening effect and how beautiful it looks on the hand. And by the way, a lot of people, too, were asking about the watch that our customer appreciation winner, Barbara, won. We do have a few of those. And those will be coming up next hour. What remains, it was appraised at $158. Can you believe? I mean, look at that dial. We're doing this one for $79. So that'll be coming up next hour. Okay, and